today it's all about why we moved to Panama. A lot of people have asked since we've made this move. And for some people, it was a Nicodemus move. But for us, it really was a long time coming. So Jamaica will always be my first choice. Just so that everybody understands that Jamaica is always number one choice. But after decades of doing a lot of nonprofit and um, work like that didn't pay, you took a look at your finances and realized, hang on, one, I don't want to retire or end up spending the rest of my life in America. But two, the cost of living in Jamaica is just really too high to maintain a standard of living that I would like to have or Michael would like to have. And three, the stress of living with that high standard of living and the crime was just a little bit too much. So we started looking elsewhere. Costa Rica was our second choice. We absolutely love Costa Rica. But then Panama popped up and Panama won. So why Panama? Well, first of all, the cost of living is ridiculously low, especially when you're coming from America or Jamaica, where the cost of living is so high. Really, really low. We're paying for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment $650 a month. And that includes light, water, and internet. Now, granted, we're not living in the city. But even if you match it in city to city and big town to big town, the cost of living is still lower. When we look at the cost of food, I have posted, well, some people I guess have seen it. Some of the things like we go to the fisherman right at the beach, and for $10 we went home with enough fish for 3 dinners. A pineapple, big pineapple for $1.50 at the most for a big pineapple. Things like that. You realize that the cost of living, we go out to dinner and struggle to pay a $60 bill. So yeah, in Jamaica, we have the most basic of things and you're looking at $60. Honestly, it is so much like Jamaica. The same foods are here, as in like even Otaiti apple I've been able to get. And the topography is the same. Everywhere you go, and you drive, if you close your eyes and then just open them back, you would never know you're not in Jamaica. So, except for, of course, the Spanish signs. So if you can speak a little Spanish and if you know how to use Google, and I do both, then you can live in Panama. So that's actually the why we chose Panama, why we chose where we are. So we're in Puerto Armuelles, which is a really little beach town. Think of Negril circa 1970, right? A little beach town on the southwest coast of Panama. And we chose it because, one, we wanted to be by the beach, and the other beach areas were above our budget, or just above what we wanted to spend, really. But it really is a beach town, and one of the only real beach towns in Panama, because the actual town is built on the beach. A lot of the other beach areas, the hotels and the residences might be on the beach, but the town itself is not on the beach. And we chose it because it's small, because it's easy. There isn't even one stoplight. There's no traffic. People live an easy, comfortable life here. Everywhere you go, somebody says hello. And it's what we needed. A little bit of peace. It's a long way off from Panama City, I kid you not. You have to take 2 planes, one into Panama City, one into the city of David. And from David, it's an hour-and-a-half drive. But for us, it is so worth it. So where you choose to live, if you are watching this and Panama is somewhere you're thinking of, depends on a number of things. Boquete is a regular choice. It's a beautiful area. Lots of expatriates there. Lots of amenities, lots of great restaurants. It is just lovely. Think of Mandeville. It's up in the hills. It's cool. You don't even need AC. If you choose to live in Panama City, yeah, it's a big city. It's a huge city. But there are some lovely, lovely enclaves. Think South Florida style homes. Think suburbs of New York style homes that you can find 10-15 minutes outside of the city. Areas like El Dorado, those areas have beautiful, beautiful homes. And when you're coming from Florida or anywhere in the US right now, as a matter of fact, the cost of those homes is much, much less when you compare to how much house you're going to be getting. And then you have a lot of people living in places like Pedasi, which is again close to the water, Penanome, which is inland but not far from the water. There are a lot of places to choose from. So, do the research. Don't be crazy like us and come to Panama, fall in love with one space and just buy a house. But, a lot of people, what they do, and I suggest that you do if you're thinking of coming to Panama, is you rent somewhere, check out an area, go and stay in another area for another 3 months or something, and just check out the different areas before you choose. On the northern side, you have the Caribbean side, and the Bocas del Toro is a very well-known Caribbean area. Very, very well known. There are islands though, so you have to take a ferry or a plane to get to the islands. It's more expensive because it's on the white sand beaches of the Caribbean, and it's a little touristy. So you just have to check them all out and choose. But for us, we chose this beautiful, tranquil town called Puerto Armuelles on the south coast.